MS from the US is a nonprofit that is focused on raising community awareness for multiple sclerosis. We do the MS Walk with the MS Society, and we support research programs through the National MS Society. We're really focused and dedicated on finding that cure. We're giving 22 runners the opportunity to run 140 miles in a week while fundraising for the cause. My mom was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1980. She's going to continue fighting and staying positive and looking on the bright side. I need to keep moving forward and doing what I can for the cause. People can be really inspired by an endurance event. That's where we're taking MS Run US, giving other runners a runner experience with a cause to hopefully change their life and change the life of those that have the disease.
All right, first off, I would just like to congratulate each and every one of you for your efforts in the fight against MS. It's so amazing to see so many different people coming together with one goal in mind. You all deserve a round of applause. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kumlien. My mom was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1980. Since before I was born, she's always had this disease, and it hasn't been that easy growing up. I can remember times when she would have seizures every couple of months. The seizures would work against MS because both scramble her brain and make motor function difficult. I distinctly remember when I was in 8th grade, my mom ended up having a 6-hour-long seizure. I came home from school and found her and had to call my dad home from a business trip so he could meet us at the hospital. After that episode, she spent a couple of months in a rehab home learning how to walk, talk, and do everyday activities that many people take for granted. She has been forced to sacrifice parts of herself because of this disease. She used to be a painter, a singer, a guitar player, a skier, and an avid horseback rider. Unfortunately, I will never know this adventurous woman. I can only imagine from the stories I've heard and the pictures I've seen. That part of my mom is now just a memory. But even though MS has taken so many things away from my mom, she still is the most amazing woman I've ever known. She thanks God every day for what she still can do. She is positive all the time, and she has truly taught me how to walk in faith and to be strong. She inspires me to be a better person every day. I'm truly honored to be her daughter. After I graduated high school, I knew I wanted to somehow get involved in the fight against MS to honor her, so I organized an MS walk team. This has been a tradition for my family every year since. We've always raised what we could, but I knew deep down that something more could be done. This is where MS Run the US comes in, which is a nonprofit organization my sister Ashley created. In 2010, Ashley ran 3,200 miles across America in hopes to raise $500,000. And although she came short of her initial fundraising goal, she still was able to raise a significant amount of money. That run alone taught me how to open up about what my family has dealt with the past couple of years. We've always been a private family and had the mindset that this is the card that my mom was dealt, so we would take care of it and it would be only our problem. We never thought about asking for help, sharing our story, or doing something more. Once my sister completed her run across America, she decided she wanted to continue a run, but in a very different way. She came up with the idea of the relay run across America, which will consist of 16 runners, including myself, running from LA to New York. Each runner will run a marathon a day for 6 days. Each runner has to raise a minimum of $10,000 before the end of the run in September. We will also be having my mother featured as an official relay runner as the finisher for the grand finale. This will be possible because we will have a 10-mile group run pushing her, an adult disability stroller, into New York. I have always been an athlete, and I have always enjoyed running, so I thought I would apply to be a runner. I struggled mentally of whether or not I could do it because I have never even run a marathon. I wasn't sure if I could run that many miles day after day or raise that much money, but the urge to do this and to do something more for MS grew inside of me. I know there are people out there like my mom who will never be able to run again, and I couldn't sit by